Are you tired of feeling like there's no room for personal wellness in your hectic life? Today, we're going to break down easy to implement strategies that can transform your health and mental state. Prepare to discover how just minutes a day can make a world of difference and how you feel and function as a parent. Hey everyone, welcome back to Fulfillment Therapy. I'm your host, Kendra Nielsen, and today we're tackling something every overwhelmed parent needs. Simple wellness hacks that don't take hours of your already packed day, but can still transform your mental health and well-being. So if you've been running on fumes or feeling like there's no time for you, this episode is for you and for me, let's be honest. We're going to explore small changes with big payoffs. Things that you can do in just minutes a day to feel better physically and emotionally and mentally. And by the end of this episode, you're going to see how achievable wellness can be, even for the busiest of parents. This episode came about because I was feeling a little burnt out by different things and thinking like, oh man, I got to mix it up again when it comes to exercise, when it comes to eating, just feeling a little bit stuck. And once again, like always happens, when I start to have these questions and then clients come to me with these same things, I'm like, okay, this is something we all need to hear a little more about. My friends, wellness isn't just about looking good or eating a bunch of kale. When you move your body and eat nourishing things, as you know, your brain releases what I like to call the happy hormones. So this is serotonin, dopamine, endorphins, oxytocin. All of these chemicals reduce stress and improve your mood and even boost your focus. So I like to think of it like this. Every time we eat or exercise well, you're giving your brain a little happiness boost. And it's not just science. It really is life-changing. And I see that all the time in my clients that actually implement these things. So let's talk about how we can take our wellness to the next level without it overhauling our entire life. I'm going to start with giving you 10 simple exercise hacks. They're just very easy ways to sneak movement into your day without necessarily needing a gym membership or hours of free time. And I know that's very appealing to a lot of us. The first thing you can do is set a timer for cleaning. One day when I was deep cleaning, I realized, because I had my fitness watch on, how elevated my heart rate was and how I was feeling a little sweaty. I'm like, oh, this feels like the equivalent to a workout. And when I started to actually track it, I'm like, oh, this is a workout. So turn your chores into cardio by setting a 30-minute timer and cleaning as fast as you can. Not only are you getting exercise in, but you're getting your house cleaned. So run up the stairs, scrub the walls, make it a game. And it does become fun knowing that you are saving time and you're getting a good workout. Another thing you can do that I did myself is you can get a desk treadmill. So walk while you're watching your favorite show or listening to an audiobook. It can be a fun escape, just a simple thing you can do. It doesn't even have to be really high speeds because I know for me, when it's cold, I have no desire to go out and walk outside, but I will inside if I can pair it with something I like to do. Another simple thing you can do is 15-minute YouTube workouts. There's some very simple, short ones. It can be anything from Pilates to yoga to whatever it is, pretty much anything you could like out there. They have it. There's a few people that I'll share with you that I really like on YouTube that I use often. That's Caroline Gervin, Heather Robertson, and I always mess this one up. It's called something like Go Anna Nass or something like that. She has some great ones too. But try those out. See if you like them. You don't have to have a subscription and pay all this money. I actually like mine better than a lot of the ones that my friends pay for because I can get a variety and I type things in like Heather Robertson lower body workouts, Heather Robertson chest and back, or Heather Robertson workout band exercise, or it can be Caroline Gervin 20-minute workouts like that. Another thing you can do is family sports night. So that could be playing pickleball together or volleyball, or for Christmas we got laser tag for our family. And you can just go play that in a gym somewhere or at the park, whatever that might be. This can be fun and active and it can be connecting. So that's also a twofer or a threefer that everyone would enjoy, even if they grumble a little bit in the beginning, because that's usually how it goes. But then they end up having a lot more fun when it's finished. You can also have walking meetings, or maybe it's making calls back to family members or whoever that is. It's just doing two things at the same time. You can also have active playtime. So this could be playing tag or hide and seek with your kids, and it still counts as cardio, just how I talked about with laser tag. You could also stretch while watching TV, do some yoga poses or simple stretches of any kind during any breaks, or maybe setting a timer every 10 minutes and doing something, whatever that might be. Another thing my younger kids like especially is they love dance parties. So blasting that music and dancing with your kids just for 10 minutes, that's an instant mood booster. I also like to use our virtual reality and our Oculus to do some fun workouts that feel more like play. Another very simple thing you can do, you've probably heard of this already, is you can park far away. Like you just commit for, say, 1 month. I'm going to park at one of the last parking spaces because it's a simple way to improve my health. Or I'm always going to take the stairs instead of the elevator. And last but not least, you can strength train during your downtime. So this might be resistance bands or light dumbbells while you're waiting for dinner to cook, or you just set them on the couch. So instead of watching TV, you do it while you're watching TV for that first 10 minutes. All right, now what about diet? What are simple things you can do for your diet? Talking about diet is so important because what we eat fuels how we feel. Now, one of the first things you can do each day is to hydrate. So start with a big glass of water or finish a water bottle before you leave the gym. You can also spend just 1 hour on Sundays prepping healthy meals for the week. It can be very simple, basic things like making quinoa in your rice cooker and maybe on the stovetop making some rice or whatever it is, having a couple of those grains going. And then you can also be steaming vegetables or whatever it might be, but very simple, basic things. Like I love to make Buddha bowls, and it's just a grain like quinoa or brown rice or something like that with really any vegetables. And then you can put a variety of sauces on there. Like I really like making a simple peanut sauce or a tahini sauce or anything, really. You can also keep healthy snacks on hand. So in my office, for example, I just keep healthy things like fruits and nuts and healthy parfaits, just simple little things that I use my Yuka app on my phone to scan at the grocery store to really know what is healthy and what is not. So it can be delicious. You don't have to compromise taste, but just be educated and know what it is you're putting in your body, despite what the labels may say. Make sure you are practicing mindful eating. So this is sitting down and eating without distractions, even if it's just for 10 minutes, and really enjoy your food instead of just overeating and eating in this zombie state where you're not present at all and you just overeat because you're not paying attention. Another very simple thing that I love to do and I encourage my clients to do is increase your veggies. Put them everywhere. Put them in your smoothie, put them in your dinner, whatever it might be. It's a simple way to improve that nutrition. Another small thing you could do is swap those sugary cereals for something like an egg white omelet with more vegetables in it or Greek yogurt to keep up your energy more throughout the day with that extra protein. Also, a big thing that I did, just a small shift, is that I limit my sugary drinks. Like I pretty much just have my water bottle with me at all times, and you slowly start to replace all those other drinks where now I don't even crave it anymore. And I only have it for special occasions. You can also make it a little more exciting by adding like lemon or fresh herbs or something like that to it. Another simple thing you can do is make a large batch of smoothies and then freeze them in individual portions for that quick snack throughout the week. Another idea is make your lunches ahead of time. So pack lunches for yourself when you're prepping your kids' meals, and it keeps you from grabbing those unhealthy things later on. And last but not least, you can cook together as a family. We've slowly started to do this more and more, and it takes a lot of the pressure off of one person cooking all the time. And it can also be a bonding experience if you handle it well. Mark Hyman said, "Food is medicine. Every bite is an opportunity to nourish yourself." I just want to share a few quick examples of people who have balanced their health even though they have really busy schedules. So Adele talked about how exercise helped her manage her anxiety more than anything else that she did. And it became her me time instead of just about losing weight. Shonda Rhimes transformed her health when she realized that her mobility was suffering because of her demanding schedule, and she focused on small things like walking more, like I talked about. Another example is America Ferrera, and she trained for a triathlon not to compete, but to challenge herself and discover how strong her body truly was. And that's something that I've done before too. Like, I like to mix it up with trying new things, different things, like those fun runs, those obstacle course runs, or like she did, triathlons. You don't have to do it to get any awards. The award is simply trying something new and doing something that will improve your health. My friends, I know that knowing what is good for us is not enough. We have to act on it. And many people think they need hours at the gym to see results, but that's just not true. Functional movement really does count too. Remember that example that I shared earlier of just setting a timer for 30 minutes and cleaning like it's a race and getting that workout in that way, or getting that desk treadmill, or committing to fun hobbies, or watching YouTube videos to liven up your workout a little bit. Will Durant said this: "We are what we repeatedly do. Wellness is not about perfection, it's about consistency." So we're just practicing being consistent, and it's a process. My friends, you do not need hours at the gym or a complete diet overhaul to make you feel better. You just need those small, simple steps done consistently over time, and that's something that I talk about regularly. Like, I love that incremental growth that, remember, James Clear talks about. That if we just do 1% better over a year, we'll become 37 times better. Jim Rohn said, "Take care of your body. It's the only place you have to live." My friends, it only takes those small, tiny, incremental steps to change your life. Commit today to doing one thing that will take your life to the next level. Thanks for joining me on Fulfillment Therapy today. If this episode inspired you, please share it with another busy parent who could use these same hacks. And don't forget to subscribe to our show so you never miss an episode. You can also check out our blog posts for every single podcast episode that we have, so you don't miss any of these hacks or any of this information anytime you need it. You can get all of that information in the show notes or check out our website. It's fulfillmenttherapy.org. Thanks for joining, my friends. I'll see you back here in just a few days. Hey friends, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, chances are someone else would too. Would you take 30 seconds to share this with a friend who's looking for greater family fulfillment? And while you're sharing, tell me what you think about the show by leaving a review on Apple Podcasts. It refuels me when I hear this podcast is helping you, no matter what your house or your hair looks like. I'll meet you back here every Monday and Thursday morning for more episodes. Until then.